What's going on, boys? My name is Sid, and I'm in Motorfest. I'm in the game, and actually, I need your help. The item that I'm gonna tell you about in this video, I need you to go on the game and buy it and equip it, so that Ivory Towers see on the back end, they can see with their details that people are buying the Sid Wadge item in the Crew Motorfest, and maybe that way they'll see there's some hype for it. But right now, I want all of you to go on and buy it and equip it. Well, what is it? I'll explain. In this video that I filmed on stream, but I quickly, before that video starts, wanted to mention, I was really excited in that video. That was my immediate thing, was, oh, this has happened? This is really exciting. But then later on in the stream, I talked about how I'm going to be moving rooms soon. This room's going to be, it's going to be gone. I'm going to be moving same house, but different room, the bigger room. And that got me thinking about back when I first moved into this room. And I had nothing done, and then compared now to this, I've done so much to this room. But then, this was 2 years ago. It got me thinking again to even earlier than that, when I was in the first room, an even smaller room than this one. And this was where I made videos. This was where I made the start of videos, with 114 subscribers on this returning to my channel. And this was 3 years ago in October 19th of 2020. And then it got me thinking again on stream about just how long I've been making videos. And look, I've hated the game at times, and at the most part, the game's just sort of a job, you know? But realistically, I've stuck with it, and you know, it was this, I remember, was when I first got in touch with the team at Ivory Tower. And that was so cool to me. And there's so many memories here everywhere with each of these videos. There's so many things, and it's got me thinking that, you know what, I was the main guy. The Crew 2, no one was really sticking with the Crew 2 the way I was daily with entertainment-based content. And, well, I guess that's what I realize now, that I guess I'm just gonna have to do that for Motorfest. I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna be the person who actually sticks with the game. I'm gonna bring back the more fun ideas, the more interesting ideas. I've been making videos on Motorfest for so long that it's very, very cool that finally I am in Motorfest after 3 years of making videos just on Motorfest. What a very, very cool thing. Very, very cool. I'll see you boys in the rest of this video. Subscribe, but make sure to go on and put on the item. But here's the video I filmed yesterday. Since the beginning of the Crew Motorfest, we have had more and more creator collabs. In the Crew 2, we only really had Chris Forsberg, and they added some French guy's DeLorean at one point. Pretty cool, but that's all we had in the Crew 2. But in the Crew Motorfest, I am now able to say, I am able to claim right here, right now, that I am in the Crew Motorfest. So let's talk about these creator collabs. See, there's a few different types of collabs. I'm not including the ones that are like Liberty Walk, because those are companies. I'm talking about YouTubers like, well, Donut Media, for better or for worse. Technically, they might actually still be a company, and you know, that's some of the reason that a bunch of people are leaving, and creative control, and corporate greed, and all of that stuff. But at the end of the day, they are YouTubers. Donut Media are in this game, and they got, I would say, one of the best playlists in the game. I'd say the best playlist that was in the game at launch, for sure. And one of the better playlists still in the game is easily the Donut Media guys. And they obviously got this, the Corvette, which is very cool. It's a custom Corvette with a custom spoiler, custom pinstripes, and it's called it Chevrolet Agreed, and then also Donut, and they're in the game. It's pretty sick, until the guys who were in the playlist leave Donut as well. And then it just kind of feels weird because, you know, corporate greed and whatnot. Oh well, but that was one of the first collabs. But obviously, it doesn't end there when it says at playlist, because Car Blondie also got her own playlist in the game. This Car Blondie X Motorfest Dream Cars playlist. There, look, it's her logo. Oh my god, and that's her. That's Car Blondie. Will we see Sid Wadge just like that? Stick around. Then again, though, I don't think I like this playlist as much as I like the Donut Media, right? The Donut Media one is definitely better than this playlist, and Car Blondie is an interesting one, because, you know, she's still a big creator. She kind of just, like, reposts content on Twitter, and her Twitter is kind of just an undisclosed advertisement farm at the moment. But that's neither here nor there. The Car Blondie playlist, however, it's nice that it features the concept cars. If we think about it realistically, if you like concept cars, this is probably a fun playlist. And look, I mean, Car Blondie is famous for seeing a bunch of concept cars. It makes sense. I think just generally it wasn't as enjoyable from a player's perspective. But you know, then you got Hoonigan and then you got Liberty Walk, and I don't really want to count those because those are very much companies is what those are, instead of, well, you know, at least to a certain degree, YouTubers. I mean, Hoonigan could be argued, but they've been sold to a suit now as well. So it's a bit here and there, but technically those are content creator collabs. But that's not the end when it comes to creator collabs, because there's more than just, well, this. One of the most famous creator, not even famous, infamous, notorious creator collabs is this thing, the GP Explorer. It was a collab with a massive French content creator who hosts its own F1 racing league with other content creators. So this thing, I don't even know if you guys knew this, is technically a creator collab. And it doesn't stop at cars, because this is the thing I was talking about. This is the car that some Frenchman owns that he, well, turned into his own, like, drift DeLorean. And the crew added this. The crew 2 added this way back when. And it was one of the first ones. In fact, they did it around the same time. Also, what a cool car. They did this at the same time they added all of the stuff featuring Christopher Forsberg, because that's a man who has a lot of cars. Like a 350, a 370, a Nissan, a Fair Lady, the Datsun, a 370 rally version, a touring version of the GTR. That man has so many cars, I don't know how he remembers which ones are his. And they did a bunch of, like, racetracks for him in the Crew 2. But in the Crew Motorfest, they kind of just added the cars forward until he then got his own main stage. But there's also another very famous content creator collab that got their own main stage. In fact, he didn't just get his own main stage, he got his own summit car, and you already know who I'm talking about. This is the Black Panther Skyline, the car that they've added to the game in the name of one of the content creators who's given the game some of the most eyes out of anyone. In fact, Theo has been with the game since the Crew 1. He was the main person covering it. So they gave him, obviously, his own summit, in part with his main stage for a whole month. His name was in the pause menu whenever you went on the game. That's massive. And this car they prepared with Theo. Theo told them what customization parts to put on the car, and that's what then they did. But this one was pretty huge. And obviously this one was basically the same thing as... Oh, wait, I've not even collected it yet. Because in this brand new update, they gave us a Yanamize collab, who's also definitely a YouTuber. This is a car that you can just buy with bucks. But again, just like Theo, we got, in the summit, a car from Shmee, also Steer Online, and that dude in blue were included as sort of secondary characters to the main Shmee and Black Panther. Now we own the Schmenvoi. Okay, my question is, did they fix the spoiler on the Schmenvoi? Oh, hang on. Did they? Oh, okay, they actually fixed the spoiler, and it's one of the first cars in this game to have a UK number plate on the back. I think that is actually very cool, because I am bloody British, bro. But speaking of me, let's get to me, because that's what this is all about, chat. Me. It's all about me. So let's talk about it. A lot of people assume I'm obsessed with getting in the game a lot more than I am. Realistically, at the end of the day, it's a content thing that people bring up, and it's a fun idea to get into the game. And obviously, my whole career is thanks to the Crew 2. Obviously, I put in the work, but the Crew 2 is what got me to that point. Thank you, Smiley, for the member. So yeah, obviously the Crew being a big part of this being my job that I do full time, it's a cool idea that now they're doing content creator collabs, that they're putting content creators in the game. And I made a whole video where I explained why it wouldn't even make sense for me to be in the game. I've only come to a decent size now, if anything. But I just want to clear up before anyone's like, oh my god, get a load of this guy. Get a load of this bloody guy. What a narcissist, am I right? Am I right? Whatever. Let me just explain now how I am in the Crew Motorfest. But how am I in Motorfest? Am I in the game in the form of a car? Well, no. If I did come into the game in the form of a car, it would either be this thing or the Alpine A110, if they ever added that. But no, I'm not in the form of a car. But obviously there's this very cool livery made by Lambo Lewis. Am I in the game in the form of a playlist? Well, I mean, I think it's very obvious that, no, I'm not in the game in the form of a playlist. Unless you ask them to do that. Look, it's not on me. Ask Ivory Tower. They gotta see that there's demand. Am I in the game in the form of the main stage? Well, no. I'm not in the main stage either, although I would also do some very cool things in the main stage. I'm just telling you, I would. Of course, I still haven't gotten myself my own summit yet. But again, all stuff that you could definitely ask them, because hey, I'm no Toyota. Asking them to add the Supra, that would have achieved nothing. If you tell them to add Sidwatch, I'm right here. Well, as a playlist or a summit, because I am in-game in one certain way. Back when the Crew Motorfest released, back in the month of September of release, leading on to that, I was in communication with Ubisoft UK, and they were preparing something for me. They were preparing something for me and 2 other content creators. It was an exclusive thing that only us 3 were getting. And that was fully customized, fully personalized, fully created helmets for us 3 content creators with our names on them. Mine was Hawaii Scenic Tour because during the early access, I did a video where I went around the whole map. But this, so sick. Like, this was made to me with Ubisoft UK, who made it for me with my name on it. And this thing is so cool. And the thing is, it's an official racing helmet. I could wear this officially racing. It's made by the guys who make all of the Monster Athletes, all of the Red Bull helmets. That's the guys who made this helmet. But this helmet was gifted to me by Ubisoft UK with my name on it. Undeniably my name. Because my name, as far as you'll remember, is, well, Sidwatch. And in the Crew Motorfest, right now, not a car, not a summit, not a main stage, but something you guys can go on and get in-game right this very moment. Go to clothes, go to helmets, and head over and buy the Angel Rider Sidwatch helmet. I'm in Motorfest! Thank you for your reminder about your name. No worries, I thought you might have forgot it. Shout out to Santa who brought this to my attention, but I have to admit, I've known this was happening for a little while. Go in game and buy my helmet now. I want the crew to see an explosion and set it to always wear. That way, I want the crew in the back, on their back end, I want them to see that so many people are buying this helmet. Buy the helmet now! Wow, that is really bad helmet hair. Go on game and buy the helmet. It's only 5k bucks, no more. And my helmet, 1 for 1. Well, the shape of the one in game is different. You can kind of tell because the in-game one is shaped on the Motorfest helmets, where my one is based on, you know, a real-world racing helmet. But it is 1 for 1. It's the exact design that they did is in-game, and now I am officially in-game in Motorfest, technically speaking, canon in the game. Tweet me, put it on your Instagram stories and at me, and put it in the Discord. Show me everyone everywhere with my helmet on in-game. And of course, like I said, there was 3 content creators who got the helmet, so their ones are in the game as well. That being Electric Odyssey and Made in Japan. But of course, fellas, everyone's gotta have on this one, and you will get interacted with. You'll get a like and you'll get everything. Go on and show me you wearing my helmet. I already have it on. I just bought it. Already did. Oh, I don't have Motorfest? Okay, well, when you do buy the game. Okay, let me check. Hang on. Let me get out. Let me be in the Sidwatch cut. Hang on. Chat. Wait, what a shot. What a shot. Hang on. Chat. It says Sidwatch here twice, and only one of those was done personally and not in-game. Oh, it looks so nice. It looks so nice. And there we go. I'm gonna buy it. Just bought it. The helmet shape looks... No, it is weirdly shaped. It's the helmets that are in-game. There we go, chat. I can wear my own helmet doing hoodlum behavior in a quad bike in a residential area, chat. It's just like real life. But for only 5K, you can buy my helmet. And shout out Motorfest for adding it. And shout out Ubisoft UK for making it. And shout out the guys who designed it, who will be on screen right now, for actually making it. I guess shout out Ubisoft UK for commissioning it. Thank you to everyone who's going to put it on. Make sure you put it on. Ivory Tower are going to be sat there, and they're going to be like, hang on, why is everyone... And why are our stats showing that everyone is spending 5K? Everyone is buying this helmet. What the hell is going on, guys? Oh, it's the Sidwaj helmet? Oh, shit. Give him a playlist. In fact, give him the game. Next, we need an Alpine A110 Sidwaj edition. There you go. And also, hey, Ivory Tower, if you're watching this, can we please and thank you get it renamed, please? Because why is it called Angel Rider? Why is the helmet called Angel Rider? Can we get it renamed to Sidwaj, please? Can we get it? Can we rename it, please? Or at least Angel Rider : Sidwaj? I'll see you boys in the next one. Thank you to popular members, especially thanks to famous members, and an insane thank you to star members, and an insane thank you to icon members, HK, NA.